Hello viewers, well it's back into the driving seat then for a bit of racing gaming action in a little while, and of course here you see a video recorded some weeks ago now on an early version of V-Rally running on the PC version here. The lovely lush 60 frames per second update compared to the console's 30 frames makes such a big difference on the Rallycross. I can tell you this Rallycross is jolly challenging, it really is. There's a lot of throttle control in there. You really do need to know your line through the corners. The AI is quite aggressive at times, and it's a very twisty circuit. It's very challenging indeed, and as you can see the graphics have moved on substantially from the early build. I was playing sort of E3 time. It's moved on quite a bit actually. Kevin is busy working on the review. I've got my way down here, braking nice and early, trying to get the car a little bit sideways. I was too late on the braking. You know, it really is to do with getting the weight of the car into the corner, getting the inertia, and then we go back on tarmac transition, braking really late, getting car in the apex. Okay, that works, trying to find a way through. This guy's right in my way, moving around a bit. There's only one line through these corners, and I'm searching for the opportunity. Braking again quite late before we go onto the tarmac. The car understeers dreadfully there. So you're transitioning between very different handling between the tarmac and the gravel. It really makes a huge difference, of course. The gravel a lot more grip, can brake much later. The gravel you're turning in earlier. You're countering for the understeer on the gravel. Sliding the car into the corners. Gearing is tricky on this car. I was finding it, this corner I was finding very challenging every time because it's downhill and there's no grip, and you really do need to find yourself almost going sideways into the apex, the first part of the apex, even though it's a late apex. Kind of getting a bit impatient with this guy now, so he's giving me a little bit of space to get through, a bit of late braking, later than I'd like, and away we're through into another lap. Try and get tight on the inside, don't want to hit those walls, mind you. Keep my line as straight as possible through there. I haven't mapped well, at least I have no idea what the windscreen wipers are currently on this particular setup I had. I will go back to the PC version, record some more videos. Do let me know what cars and tractor combinations you'd like to see. Kevin is going to be doing Gymkhana, not me. I'm not a Gymkhana guy, I'm not diving into that, but I'll do anything else basically. So let me know what you'd like to see as well. Of course, on the website we're going to have the forum, so if it's not there already, there'll be a V-Rally 4 official thread. And again, let me know in there. You know, that's where I'm going to go first for feedback from you guys in terms of keeps it all in one place then, because where I mentioned this on several different videos, at least there we can sort it out as to what videos I'm going to produce. So lots more content coming. Got to catch up, haven't I? I've got 4 or 5 weeks of content, missed out on Gamescom content. Lots of trailers we've missed. Goodness, it's been a busy period on the website, and getting back to this as I'm working my way through now in the lead. And in a way it's almost more difficult now you're in the lead, because I was kind of using the cars as a brake marker in a way, and they make me brake later, and now I find myself working my way around these last couple of laps. So this is the Japan Rallycross. Again, trying to slow the car down a bit, but it's challenging that corner. You can see I've slowed down a lot more. Sometimes gearing is a bit tricky, because what do? Do we create a second and get a bit of wheel spin through the corner? Do we go into a higher gear, third gear or fourth gear even, and try and have more traction all through the wheel spin? Various different techniques that no doubt the experts will take time to figure out when they do tons and tons of laps. Again, look at that understeer into the corner, but it really helped with the exit. So, you know, sometimes you've got to lose a bit to gain a bit, like a wet line. Late braking there, didn't get into that quite the way I'd like. Much better that time. Sweeping through those corners, that's a quick direction change. Very challenging. There's lots going on behind the wheel. But said to me before, am I having fun? I'm having good fun. You know, I wouldn't compare this to Dirt Rally. That's a different type of simulation. But at the same time, there's physics going on here in terms of the inertia and detail. which is logical. So in terms of braking, texture, detail, feel, it's all in there, and it plays well. Plays well with a wheel. I'm using a wheel. I'll be interested to know what you guys think of the controller, how well they've converted the gameplay to a controller, and that's something of course we'll be looking at in a review, and we'll have a team chat coming up on the channel as well in the coming days. There'll be a team chat, and next week we'll be back to doing the Team VV podcast, and I'll have some multicam views coming up on these videos, but we're keeping this simple today. No comment multicam will follow with no comment rally action, so that's a bit of that as I go around these final few corners. I'm thinking now I am nearly done, no problem, and oh goodness me, oh, just about keeping it together. That corner, just not getting the hang of it, very tricky. We have a big enough margin. Round the final corner, that was harder than it looks. And that's it from me for now. As ever, more soon.